Welcome back to the Crusaders Sports Network. I'm Keith Miles. I'll be joined by Jeremy Hannes for tonight's varsity game. Lincoln Christian Crusaders are hosting the Wahoo Neumann Cavaliers. Bishop Neumann comes in off a big week last week. They made it all the way to the championship game of the Centennial Conference Tournament. They went 3-1 on the week last week. They fell to Hastings St. Cecilia in the finals, but had a big win in the quarterfinals over number 1 ranked Grand Island Central Catholic. It's going to be a great game tonight and our last home game, so let's hear from the 3 seniors on the Lincoln Christian Crusader team, from Hallie Heiser, MaKylee Ailes, and Jana DeHaan, and then we'll be back with your game.
Okay, I'm Hallie Heiser. I'm a 2 shooting guard, and I first played for YMCA.
I'm Jana DeHaan. I'm a shooting guard, and I first played for YMCA basketball team.
I'm MaKylee Ailes, and I'm also a shooting guard, and then I played for the YMCA as well.
My favorite memory from playing basketball was, I think, my sophomore year. We played a JV game, and Mr. G was our coach, and we were winning by a lot, and so we kept running plays until all of our posts hit a three-pointer, and I just think that's the most hype that my team had ever got, and it was just a really fun experience. And then one of my favorite memories as a team is on our way to Scott. Me, Emerson, and I think Ava and some other people were in the front of the van, and one of our coaches was in the front. We were playing music, and we were just getting so hyped the whole way up, and the people in the back were sleeping, and they were so mad at us, but we were just having a really good time, and it was just a good memory.
I would say my favorite memory off the court would definitely be like the bus rides and then the locker room, just when we're all kind of like, listening to music and getting really excited before the game. And then on the court, making my 2 half-court shots this year has been pretty fun and kind of unexpected because I really had no thought that those were going to go in. So that was just kind of fun in the last senior year hurrah.
For me, some of the best memories off the court has just been bonding with our team. Like before games in the locker room and stuff, we just have good team chemistry, and you can really see that. And then on the court, playing with my little sister and then MaKylee and her little sister, we've always talked about that, so it's been a super cool experience.
With the pandemic, it's obviously different because there's not as many fans or the students can't come, so that's kind of been just a bummer because I know a lot of people, like in our senior class especially, really want to be there and like cheering us on and supporting us. So it's just been kind of weird not to have those people there, but it's definitely been still a blessing that we can be able to play.
Yeah, just learning how to like adapt and trust Christ through all this has been a pretty cool learning experience and something that we wouldn't have got without Corona and all that, so yeah.
I think that the pandemic has kind of made us come together as a team even more because we spent so much time together just like working out before we could touch a basketball, and that really got our team chemistry built up, and then having to kind of be our own crowd on the bench, just getting really hyped and encouraging each other because we never really knew like it could have been our last game because someone could have got Corona and taken out the whole team, so we just kind of had to remain positive and just build each other up through the whole experience.
It's just been another change, and it's been a cool change to see. It's a lot of excitement throughout our coaching staff. They have such a heart for the game and for Christ, so seeing that and the love they've shown to our team has just been like a little aspect of the genuine love Christ has for us, so I thought it's been super cool.
Having a new coaching staff was a big change, but it was amazing how all of them just, especially to the seniors, just reached out right away, and I always get texts from them just encouraging me before games and sending me verses, and it's really uplifting, and I felt really welcomed in the whole situation, and they've just all been really amazing.
Yeah, I would say it was definitely a change just because like there's a lot of unknowns going on right now, so then when we lost one coach and got a whole new coaching staff, it was just, I think, kind of another huge kind of change that shifted all of us, but I think the way that they had like came in and were really like excited and motivating us, it's just really been cool to see, and just that love that they have for us, which they constantly tell us, and so I've enjoyed having them, and I'm sad it's almost over, but...
Okay, something throughout my entire high school experience that I've learned to really capture onto is just telling myself that Christ needs to be at the center of my attention, and that it's a game and it's important to me, but overall it's more my identity being in Christ. And I think a lot of my coaches have helped push me to see that it's not just basketball that matters in life, but it's more finding how to glorify Christ on and off the court. So that's how my faith has grown.
My faith has grown a lot through basketball, especially this year since it was very uncertain. One thing that was implemented was journaling at the end of our practices, and I think that's really helped me because it's helped me reflect on my attitude during practice and if I was focused on myself or like what really mattered, which is God and like others and putting others before myself during practice. So it's helped me really think about how I'm living that out. And then I also have been writing prayers at the end of my journaling time, and that's really helped me to just relax about everything and just know that God has this whole season in his hands, and whatever happens, like, is all part of his plan, especially with the pandemic.
Yes, my faith has also grown throughout my basketball career. I think Coach O first put it in my head is that the fact of like not worrying about what other people think, and it's ultimately just like how what God thinks of me, because sometimes I can struggle with that like peer pressure, like have to live up to expectations. And so then that's just continued throughout these new coaches as well. It's just they've really shown me like that it's so much more than just basketball, and it's like who I am as a person in Christ, and it doesn't really matter like what other people think of me. So that's been really cool to see how all my coaches have challenged me in that area. Okay, I know it's really like cliche to say, but I never really like accepted it, and that just like how fast it truly does go. Like today Britt just said that we only have like 3 more weeks left if we're going to be playing for a sub-district final. So it's just kind of crazy that like I can still remember freshman year, and so now that it's like actually over, it's kind of sad. So just really enjoy it and cherish the moments and your coaches and your teammates and everything that comes along with it.
For me, just like having you guys all be intentional with everything you do. I've built a lot of strong relationships throughout basketball, and I've loved everything about basketball, but the thing that's impacted me is the relationships I have, so those are what you're going to carry on, so make sure to be intentional with those.
Yeah, I kind of combined what they said, just every aspect of it, just soak it all in because it goes by so fast, and the relationships I've built through basketball, I've been like connected with people that I wouldn't usually like be connected with, especially like younger girls, and I just encourage them to keep those connections, and the girls who are going to be upperclassmen to make those connections with the younger girls, because when I was a freshman, those are the things that really impacted me and like got me where I am today, kind of. So I just say really connect with each other, because basketball brings you together in a way that nothing else really does.
Thank you for supporting the Lincoln Christian girls basketball team and for watching us on the Crusader Sports Network.
for coming. Some good girls varsity basketball as we welcome the Cavaliers from Bishop Neumann High School to do battle with your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Please stand with me for our opening prayer. We're led by the LCS secondary principal, Mr. Brent Ailes, and then remain standing for our national anthem presented by LCS junior Callie Larson.
Let's pray. Father God, just thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening. Lord, we just thank you for these athletes, coaches, the work that they've put in to be prepared for tonight, God. Just ask that you would grant them safety as they go out on the floor here. And Lord, that you would just allow them to compete for your glory, Lord. And just ask for each one of us in the stands, roughing, whatever it might be, God, that our actions, words would glorify you in all that happens here this evening. Just thank you for Lincoln Christian, just the blessings of this building, Lord, the way you have blessed us, that we have the opportunity to be in this facility this evening. And just for our friends from Neumann, and just our Centennial Conference, Lord, the willingness and boldness to offer education that is rooted in faith. And Lord, our faith ultimately in your Son, Christ, and what he did for us on the cross. We just thank you for that, the sacrifice, Lord, that he was willing to take upon him for our sins. And we just ask for blessing on this evening. In your name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Callie. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Cavaliers from Bishop Neumann High School. Number 10, 5'5" freshman, Paisley Douglas. Number 20, a 5'9" sophomore, Kingsley Bosak. Number 22, a 5'5" junior, Mary Waddle. Number 24, a 5'11" junior, Lauren Teal. And number 40, a 6'1" junior, Bailey Durbensmeyer. The Cavaliers are coached by Jason Simons, assisted by Jillian Bosak and Megan Kapula. And now for your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Chris, number 35, in the middle. playing basketball.
All right, it's good to hear the fight song, isn't it, as we get ready for a basketball game.
Right, it's starting to feel a little bit more like normal.
Yeah, and probably the biggest crowd we've had. We had a couple of games last week that were just boys only, and bigger crowds than we'd had before that, but this one might even be a little bigger tonight.
Right, I think so.
So Lincoln Christian and Bishop Neumann. It'll be Faith McCullough going up against Kaylee Juergensmeyer to get this started, and Lincoln Christian controls the tip. So here is senior MaKylee Ailes in her last home game here on the LCS floor to Christ. Back to Ashlyn Ailes, another senior. That's Hallie Heiser. Now MaKylee drives baseline and travels. I think she went up and then had nowhere to go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you mentioned, last home game for the seniors, unless we would host sub-districts, but, regular season-wise.
Right.
And see how the emotions, I remember that night. It was a little bit different, but once the game starts, you kind of forget about it.
And Douglas bounced it off her foot, but Neumann kept it. Over in the corner, and good defense by Heiser, but they get it back outside to Douglas. And that's Bosak. There's Teal. She'll try one in the corner, and she travels.
Yep, it's that shooting stars hop, I always like to call it. I don't know if they teach it over there or what, but
yeah,
they.
Well, they shouldn't be teaching that if it's going to get called.
They shouldn't, no. And it'll get called tonight. We've seen that once in the JV game, and now here, so.
7:11 to go. First quarter, no score. Chris to Hallie Heiser, long three, and she's got it. Good way to start the game for the senior Heiser. And there goes Teal. Has to come back outside. Cross over to Waddle and back out top to Douglas.
See what Emerson can do up there in the JV game. We saw Douglas have a little bit of problem with ball pressure. So.
And Teal tries a three and hits it to tie the game.
Good shot by Lauren Teal to get out on her.
Teal's going to play all over the place. She'll play down low and she'll play outside too. So.
Right, yeah, very versatile.
And Ashlyn Ailes tries a long three and hits it.
That's a good sign early.
Now pressure from the Crusaders. And Douglas into the front court to Waddle. Inside to Juergensmeyer, goes up over McCullough, and Faith, great job to tip that ball behind her, but then we're going to have a jump ball on the tie-up.
Yeah, Emerson couldn't quite get the handle on it. One of those that ball was kind of just bouncing away from her. And Juergensmeyer was just right there, tied her up.
So the held ball goes to the Cavaliers. They get it inside. Juergensmeyer had position, but it went over her head.
Right. Yeah, put a little bit of air underneath that. That would have got to her. She had Faith sealed, but a little bit too heat on it, went right out of bounds.
Neumann with some press now, and Chris dribbles between it. Good stop by Chris. And now she's got it back baseline. Bounces back outside. Now MaKylee Ailes gets the seal from Heiser. She misses the shot and the rebound to Waddle.
Good shot, though.
And there's a three on the way from Douglas, and she misses. And a great job from Hallie Heiser. That was the JV team. They were having trouble wrapping up those rebounds, but Hallie's got that one in there. They try to force it inside to Faith. It's tipped, and Waddle goes up. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Foul on Hallie Heiser.
Yeah, we got to try to avoid that. That would have got stolen a couple different times, so maybe smart with the ball.
So Mary Waddle just 5'5". She's a junior, and she's got the first.
Mary Waddle at the line. She shoots one more.
Matter of fact, the Cavs don't have any seniors in their starting lineup. They've got a couple of seniors on the team, but they don't start.
Right.
And the second one,
wow,
that's really a friendly roll there for sure. Hit the back, rolled around, and drops.
Yeah.
So it's 6-5. Annie Heiser in the game. Gets it out of there to Hallie. So we got the Ailes sisters, the Heiser sisters, and McCullough, and Annie takes one from the corner. Just long with that.
Yeah. Looked good.
And she loves those corner threes, too.
She does.
Bosak. Now Teal launches another three and hits another one.
Twice now. We have to get a high hand on that. Whoever's guarding her. It'll be different throughout the game. So.
And Hallie comes back, or MaKylee comes back, picks up the ball. Annie Heiser stretches a little bit to get that one.
Right.
Her arms are a few inches longer now.
Yeah. I think Ashlyn thought she was in a flare, and she ended up coming to the ball.
And I think Ashlyn made a mistake to try to get that into Faith. She was right down on the baseline, was doubled up, and then had to kind of reach toward the out of bounds to catch it.
I agree. Yeah, it's one of those. Even if she gets the ball, what's she going to do with it?
So Neumann with a 2-point lead, and MaKylee Ailes steps in front of it and has the steal.
Yeah, good defense by Annie. Ball pressure there.
And MaKylee takes it all the way and scores.
Good to see MaKylee get an early bucket. What the call was there, but Annie had a good ball pressure there. You know, we saw that in the JV game. Paisley Douglas put some pressure on her, and she's worked hard already tonight. You know, playing 2.5 quarters, so only a freshman.
She's into the front court. They get it inside to Juergensmeyer, goes up and scores. So we talked about Juergensmeyer and Teal obviously are going to be the scoring threats for the Cavaliers tonight. I mean, the primary threats.
Right.
Obviously anybody can score. And Bailey Molly is in now, and she didn't play a lot in that JV game, and it could be because she's going to play a lot in the varsity game, but she was a pretty aggressive defender and also a good ball handler.
Yeah.
So Ashlyn Ailes nails it.
That's 3 threes so far for us, about halfway through the first quarter, so we haven't seen that for a while.
And it's 10-11. And here's Douglas. She launches the three off the back iron right to Hallie Heiser.
Was that a shout out to Dick Janda and Jeff Schmall?
Yeah, it was. It's 10-11 now.
Yeah.
Oh, and that one goes through and out of bounds, or back then when they were working, I think they went with 10-11 strong.
Yeah,
right?
something.
Remember that? Yeah.
Remember those state basketball games, and they'd be on the call, and that you almost didn't want to go to the game so you could listen to them. They were good.
And, you know, you can find some old state tournament championship games on YouTube.
Yeah.
Those are kind of fun to watch.
They are. That Pius Wahoo game, I think it was. I've seen that a couple times.
And Waddle drives, puts up a short shot, misses. And a rebound to Maddie Harms, who's in the game. We got Maddie and Ava Schneider on the floor for the first time. Now Annie Heiser drives. Good fake by Harms. Oh, and misses the shot, but Ava Schneider there for the rebound, and she's fouled. They're going to give that to, I think, Waddle.
Yeah. Good shot fake by Maddie, and then took it to the rim and just a little bit hard on there, but Ava was on the weak side of the rebound and tried to get it out, but almost got tied up, called the foul.
So McGuigan is in for the first time for Neumann. She played a good JV game. Their leading scorer, I think, had, 10 or something like that?
Right, yeah.
And Christ will try the three. And the rebound comes down to number 50. That is Anatoline in for the first time. And McGuigan loses the handle.
Good hands by Emerson, way to be there.
Now MaKylee weaves in and out of traffic.
That's a tough shot. You know, we need points from MaKylee with this lineup in there, so good on her.
And that gets the student section fired up.
Yep.
Again, great to have a student section. There's Teal, drives, travels.
Yep. Good defense by Maddie. She was down there to help. MaKylee pushed her to the outer third, and Maddie came over for the help and got her in her way, caused the trouble.
And I think Teal, if she would have just took another dribble, she'd have had good position for a shot.
Yeah.
Christ. Ailes down already to 1:20. Seems like this first quarter's flown by.
Yeah, only 2 fouls called so far. So
And there's the third in the game, and that is going to go, is it on McGuigan? Yep.
Foul number 3, Caitlin McGuigan, her first, Kane's second.
Into Christ. Oh, and a steal. And then a foul. The old frustration foul.
Yeah, it was, yep. Need to be a little more intentional with that pass. You just kind of try to leave it there for Mac in the corner. Need to have a little harder bounce pass on that.
Here comes Douglas. And she's got it again down in the corner, brings it back out, and goes into the lane, pops one, no good. And Christ picks up the rebound. And Schneider down in the corner, back outside. Now Ava drives baseline and bounces to no one in a white jersey.
No, yeah, that was not going to work out.
And Christ with a hand on it, and then they're going to call over and back. I think Emerson got a hand on it, then McGuigan touched it again, and then it went across the line, looked like.
I maybe wouldn't have considered that McGuigan had the possession of
right,
that.
Yeah.
You know, she had a dribble, but it was a loose ball, so.
In any event, half a minute to go, and Lincoln Christian, oh, I guess we subbed in and still had 6 girls on the floor. They're not going to let you get away with that.
Jana DeHaan in there for her last home game, possibly.
Jana likes those last second shots of the quarter. She gets it inside to Christ. MaKylee Ailes will take this one. And MaKylee, her third basket of the night, her first 3.
Right.
And a missed shot by Tolene, and DeHaan has the rebound. The Crusaders will have a chance. And Jana throws one up, almost went in, but Lincoln Christian will take a 6-point lead after 1. We're ready for the second quarter. The Crusaders trailed for quite a bit of that quarter, but had a run at the end there, and they have got a 16-10 lead as we start the second. And that ball is tipped. It's intended for McCullough, but didn't get there. Inside to Juergensmeyer. She misses, gets her own rebound, and a jump ball. Hallie Heiser sticks her mid in there and ties her up.
Yeah, Hallie did a good job. Got her hand on the ball. I thought they might call it. Juergensmeyer kind of powered it up, and Hallie went on the arm, but jump ball beforehand. So, yeah, 4 threes for us in that first quarter. We haven't seen that for quite a while, maybe even just the Lutheran game.
Juergensmeyer down under and misses, tipped out of bounds. Oh, no, they say it went off Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, Faith just needs to keep the ball high and wait for someone to get a little bit more open than Hallie was.
So we've got parents' night for the cheerleaders tonight at halftime, so hang on for that. And then they're also going to do their state competition routines as well. Here's Douglas with it. To Mary Waddle. Lauren Teal, and back around to Bosock. And Douglas, nice move around Ashlyn Ailes. She misses the shot, put back by Juergensmeyer. And Neumann had their chances, but can't score.
We kind of anticipated where the rebound was going to go rather than boxing out.
MaKylee Ailes misses everything that time. She had a good open look, and I'm sure Coach Ehlers won't Oh, no, they say it was tipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
MaKylee thought she got fouled, so the ref must have been saying that at least got tipped. You don't usually see Mac miss one like that, especially tonight where she's got some confidence going.
Now Chris drives down the lane. Scoop shot, no good. Faith saves it as she's going out of bounds. MaKylee misses. Ball tipped around and comes down to Juergensmeyer.
Emerson needs to be smart with that.
Here comes Teal now.
Good job by MaKylee with defense. That cross-court pass, she was there ready for the three.
Now Waddle guarded by Chris. Spin move, goes into the lane, kicks it outside. Bosock passes on the three, and then Juergensmeyer, now Douglas. Crowd loving the defense from the Crusaders. Bounce, and Juergensmeyer, if she'd have been able to catch that cleanly, she'd have been able to go up.
Yeah, that's tough. Bounce past a post down there on the block. Almost 2 minutes in, no score yet in the second quarter.
Inside to McCullough, but Ashlyn Ailes is there to pick up the loose ball, and Hallie Heiser for three. Faith has the rebound and throws it away. Bounce pass to Teal, and she finishes.
Yeah, we can't do that. Can't have those turnovers out by midcourt. Faith just needs to relax and throw it to the open girl.
Now Kristen, she's fouled by Douglas. Just 3 team fouls. I know if we get a lot of fouls in the game, it's going to be probably more of a problem for Neumann because they got a relatively short bench.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. Chris back outside. Now Ashlyn Ailes, and that one's tipped by Teal. Again, a pass could have been a little tighter.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple more dribbles for Ashlyn, and that opens up. We can even maybe go back door.
So MaKylee Ailes spent just a couple of seconds on the bench, and here's McCullough, and she's got one.
Good. We're probably not going to get a lot of points from Faith tonight with Juergensmeyer in there, so anything that she can get for us is bonus.
Back to a 6-point lead. And MaKylee tips it, but Teal ends up with it. And Douglas out of bounds. It'll go back to Lincoln Christian. So we've got a basketball war tonight. It's the basketball war of 18-12 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
Here we go. 10-11, 18-12.
Yeah.
The night is young.
Yeah, that's right. I love those numbers that have some sort of significance outside of the game. So Ashlyn Ailes, she is fouled before the shot. And that's Douglas. That's 2 on Paisley Douglas.
I think she had 4 in the JV game, right? In the 2 quarters and 2 minutes. So good player. I think she's playing better in the varsity game than she did JV. She's a little rattled in that JV game, but she's doing well for freshman and starting lineup.
She got warmed up.
Yeah.
Ashlyn will take a 3. Faith, good position, and she's fallen down, and they're going to call a foul. Who are they going to give that to? We'll see.
Looks like it's maybe Juergensmeyer.
Yep.
They're both going for that rebound, and it was obviously not intentional, but
right. Well, that was one as she's falling down. It's like it's either going to be a foul or travel.
Right, yeah. Award the person that got the ball, I guess.
Inside to Christ. Steps through the lane, misses. And Faith tips the rebound, but it ends up in the hands of Lauren Teal. And she brings it all the way down. Waddle for 3. Off the front.
Good box out by Emerson. That last drive of hers, she might be better to just to dribble it out since Juergensmeyer was right there, jump stop and hit a shooter. Your percentages aren't good to be able to get a shot over Juergensmeyer. And that's the second time we've tried to make that pass now.
And they try to get it down court to Bosock, but MaKylee Ailes steps in front. And now MaKylee drives, and a foul will go on Molly, I believe. So that'll be 6 team fouls. The Lincoln Christian Crusaders will shoot free throws the rest of the half. Just 2 on LCS. Ava Schneider is in. Hallie Heiser to the bench. Schneider, Christ, Annie Heiser, McCullough, and MaKylee Ailes on the floor.
See if we can hit a shot here and get it rolling again. 2 points from each team this quarter. We're over halfway through.
Ball knocked out by Chattel. Give both teams playing some pretty stout defense.
Right. Yeah.
So
I like that with Emerson. You know, she draws a defense, and then she looked for a shooter, you know, or at least somebody on the perimeter. And I like that play by Emerson. She can get to the lane. It's finishing that can be hard when you're that height going against taller players.
And there's Schneider, drives baseline, gets into traffic and travels.
Similar to that there, you know, you got to be careful. You get too much penetration. Not a lot of good things can happen down there.
So Bishop Neumann, they come in 9-10 on the season, but they've, as of late, have had quite a few wins. And there they go up ahead to McGuigan, too strong. Ball tipped around, and Ailes comes out of there with it. Annie Heiser now across to Schneider. And Ailes is fouled. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, she got hacked on that shot. Yeah, Neumann with, you know, the most surprising win, you know, all the circumstances with Central Catholic, but, you know, that first round win in the tournament,
right,
that score came across.
Yeah, not only did they win, but I think that's at one point in the game it was like a 33-2 run.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was that night that I think we had junior high at Louisville, and the boys were here, and the girls were at St. Cecilia.
Right.
Just trying to get caught up on all the scores.
And McKaylee goes 0 for 2. Miller struggles for the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go back to Neumann. So they went 3-1 in the conference tournament. They beat Aquinas in the first round, then Grand Island Central Catholic, then Columbus Scotus in the semifinals. Scotus had upset Lincoln Lutheran to get there, and then fell to St. Cecilia 49-28 in the championship game. Oh, Annie Heiser tipped it. Miller tipped it, and it ends up back with Molly. Ball's on the floor. Out of bounds to Lincoln Christian.
That's a lot of basketball for a team with a short bench.
Right.
So I would say going into that week, obviously they'd be happy with that record.
But you know their record 9-10. They have only lost one game to a team with a losing record.
Yeah.
And most of their losses have been to teams that are that Division I in the wild card point thing. So Christ, and they're going to call her for a travel.
Kind of a broken record here, but you know you gotta be smart with who you're passing to. You know the situation. There's not a lot Emerson can do with that ball.
So let's see. For Lincoln Christian, now you got Maddie Harms, Hallie Heiser, Ashlyn Ailes, Emerson Christ, and Annie Heiser, and then Neumann turns it right back over.
Annie was there, but that's more of an unforced error. That just lack of concentration.
And now MaKylee Ailes back on the floor. They're giving MaKylee some really short breaks. She's out for about 30 seconds and then back on the floor.
Yep.
And tries a long two. In and out. Rebound comes down to Molly. So it's McGuigan, Molly, Waddle, Juergensmeyer, and Teal for the Cavaliers. There's Lauren Teal. Waddle drives. Molly picks it up in the corner. And Molly likes to use that elbow when she's dribbling.
Yeah, she does. I think we saw that earlier tonight. McKaylee's done a really good job on Teal since she hit those 2 early threes.
And Juergensmeyer, great job by Teal. I think Lincoln Christian kind of went to sleep thinking it was going to go out of bounds.
Right.
That's Waddle, long two. And Harms can't secure it.
You know, McKaylee, that's tough to have a hard defensive guard on there with Teal and then to come down on the other end and, you know, be kind of needed to score. So, well, late enough in the season, we got good conditioning, but McKaylee will be tired.
And that one is in and out by Kinsley Bostock. It's 18-12 still. We've been on this score for a while. This war has been going on a while. And a miss by Ailes. Here comes Neumann, and we got a travel.
Yeah, it's 4 points total in 6.5 minutes.
We've been on this score longer than the War of 1812 lasted, it seems like.
Right. I'm not sure how many years, but it seems like we've spent a few here.
Right. War of 1812 actually lasted till 1814, so you'd think they would have come up with a different name for it by then, but Hallie Heiser misses.
So if Neumann scores here, we'll have the conclusion of the war then, you're saying.
Yeah. Pete Grotehouse, our history teacher, would be proud of us for getting a little history
Trying to add a little in there.
That's Ashlyn Ailes who picks up the foul, just the third team foul on Lincoln Christian. Waddle made a couple of free throws early, and that's about it. MaKylee Ailes missed a couple on the other end here. And Bosock up and under, misses, and DeHaan with the rebound. So we're the last minute here of the first half. And DeHaan misses a three and a rebound to Teal.
Bailey Molly with the drive, missed shot. Looks like our video might be out. So MaKylee Ailes drives over to DeHaan. We got 30 seconds left to Ashlyn for a three. No good. Kinsley Bozak with the rebound. 22 seconds left. Neumann coming down. Bailey Molly with a three. No good. Offensive rebound out to Mary Waddle. Janet DeHaan gets a hand in there. 9 seconds left in the first half. Christian up 18-12. Emerson Christ back in. So for the Crusaders, it's MaKylee Ailes, Ashlyn Ailes, Hallie Heiser, Faith McCullough, Emerson Christ. 6 seconds left. Waddle with the drive. Out to Anatoline. Back to Waddle.
You're on radio now because we don't have any pictures. So good job of describing that. We'll get our video back here in just a bit. Lincoln Christian with an 18-12 lead. So the War of 1812 is going to last through halftime. We'll take a quick break, get this figured out, and then have our cheerleaders' parents' night here.
I just want to give a shout out to Lainey Allen, Amy Hansen, Emma Rhodes. I want to thank them for the investment that they have made personally to these young ladies. Seriously, pouring into them, pouring into their spiritual lives, pouring into who they are as people and daughters of the King. So I just want to thank them for that. Group Avery Runge, Elizabeth Barrier, Janessa Bartek Ryan, Elizabeth Sabron, Grace Lichty, and Adeline Opp, our freshmen this year. Then we have our sophomores, Sophie Bingham, Allie DeWitt, Heidi Christensen. Our juniors this year, co-captain Callie Larson, co-captain Haley Dahlman, Ellie Beeman, Sydney Almond. For our seniors, we have senior captain Addie Calfee with her parents tonight, Troy and Stephanie Calfee. Sydney Glenn. I also personally just want to thank these two families for their investment into the Lincoln Christian Cheer Program. They have been awesome moms who have participated in everything, supported their daughters, and super thankful for both of you and what you have brought to the cheer team. So thanks, guys. We are also now going to do our performance that we are going to perform at state in a couple weeks.
I'm surprised it died.
Squad. They had to try out for it. So these are the 7 ladies that made that, and here's what they'll be doing at state.
Don't got the bell, okay? They shut me down now. That's not Sportsmanship revolves around the student section, athletes, coaches, and most of all, parents.
Know your role as a spectator and positively contribute your part.
Cheer for your team instead of cheering against the opponent. No championship is worth more than your character.
We ask all involved to choose your colors wisely and show support in a positive way.
We have great academics, high academics, achievement data, ACT scores, those types of things support that. In addition to that, I would hope and think that if a parent is considering sending their child here, it's not just the academics they're looking for. And what makes us unique is the ability to intertwine biblical truths along with our curricular areas and help shape your student to have a biblical worldview to go along with the curriculum that we're trying to instruct them in math, reading, science, etc. And so if you want a life-changing education, you want your kids to be in a great environment, a very positive environment where you have adults that are going to hopefully reinforce the things you're trying to teach at home with your son or daughter, this is the place to come get that, and that'll be happening. So a lot of great things. I just add on to that too, the number of activities that we have and options for kids to be involved in extracurricular things, I think is outstanding. We have great support, we have great coaches and sponsors in those areas, and so your student, son or daughter, is going to get a pretty well-rounded education and have a lot of opportunity here, and something really unique they're not going to get in the public school is that biblical aspect. So.
Thank you for supporting the Lincoln Christian girls basketball team and for watching us on the Crusader Sports Network.
All right, we are back for the second half, and we are still stuck on 18-12. It was 18-12, about halfway through that third quarter, or second quarter, just 2 points by each team in the quarter.
Yeah, after being up 16-10 going to the second, like you said, each team scored 2 points, so.
Crusaders had 4 threes, of course, all in that first period. MaKylee Ailes has 8 points to lead Lincoln Christian, and Lauren Teal has 8 for Bishop Neumann.
See if we can get we got a little bit of energy here coming back from halftime, and
And they try to get it into Christ, and Juergensmeyer steps in front of it. Good ball movement by Neumann, and they quickly break that 18-12 stalemate. And Waddle with the basket. Now down in the corner to Christ. And that ball is tipped by Teal. And up ahead, Bosak. And she is stripped by Christ, and Christ almost saves it, but had her heel on the line.
Yeah, she kind of, Bozak kind of hesitated there and gave Emerson time to come back, and good hustle by Emerson. I don't think Britt liked our energy leaving that first half, so at halftime. So
right, and it looked like we'll take another look when we're back on offense, but it looked like Neumann maybe was in zone defense.
Yep, I think they maybe mixed it up, maybe a 1-3-1. So yeah, it'll be important. Again, one of those first possessions, we try to get the ball down to Emerson on the post, and unless that was designed for her to kick it back out, we need to be a little bit smarter with where we're making our passes.
So for Bishop Neumann, this is back-to-back nights with a game. They played Omaha Concordia last night.
Okay.
And they beat Concordia 70-34. Lincoln Christian had beaten Concordia 64-32. So similar scores there. Douglas now in the corner. Yeah, I think these teams appear to be pretty evenly matched.
Right,
And Waddle bounces to Juergensmeyer coming down the lane, and she misses. And Chris picks up the loose ball, and Juergensmeyer's had a lot of shots that just haven't fallen.
Right.
MaKylee for three, and she's got it.
Yeah, we'll see how the half goes, but MaKylee with that tough defensive guard that she has to do, and it'll be important for her to get some points early on here while she's got some fresh legs.
And Neumann has it spread out. Now Bosak drives and back outside. Douglas is open for three. She misses, back iron, and Juergensmeyer, good job to get that rebound. And a turnover, it'll give it back to Lincoln Christian, and just as the pass was coming in, Faith looked like she was going out. If Juergensmeyer would have been able to catch that, she'd have been unguarded.
It would have been easy, yeah. Faith was switching to fronter and right when the pass was coming, and maybe it affected the pass, but...
And the Crusaders struggle to get that down, but they do, and MaKylee launches another three. That one's no good, but Christ has position. And Ashlyn Ailes, a runner in the lane, and gets it right back. Crusaders would do well to kind of reset here, and now Heiser with it. She's given up her dribble.
Yeah, they are. Newman's in a 1-3-1 now, so that's find the opening.
The city of Wahoo has patented that defense.
Right,
Both their high schools have played that a lot over the years.
Yep.
MaKylee, same spot she hit earlier. She misses. And McCullough gets out, jumped for the rebound.
Right.
She had the position.
She did.
And Bosak puts it in.
And they just beat us down the court, so.
So it's 21-16. It was 6 points at halftime. Lead is down to 5. And again, I look up and it's down to 5 minutes in the quarter. It seems like we just started 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But Ashlyn steps in and across to MaKylee. And she hit the first one but has missed the last couple. Quick pop to Bosak. She misses. And Juergensmeyer over the top to get the rebound, and Teal finishes.
If we would have boxed out there, they would have called a foul, but we didn't box out. We just went for a rebound, and that's fair game. So
out of bounds to the Crusaders, and it's down to a 3-point lead. Annie Heiser is in. Maddie Harms is in. And also Caitlin McGuigan for the Cavaliers. I mentioned Neumann played last night at Omaha Concordia, tonight here, Thursday night at Waverly. So they've got 3 road games this week.
Yeah. Lutheran had that a couple weeks ago too. 3 road games, that's tough in a week.
Inside to Harms, she steps between the defenders, scores. Big basket.
Yeah, she's so good at that, you know. You rarely see her just take the shot or just drive straight. She usually cuts across and uses that rim to protect a little bit and does a good job with it.
And that was huge. Neumann had taken most of the momentum away.
Right.
And the foul goes on Douglas, her 3rd. And
we'll take it.
The bank is open, right?
That was not the plan, but we'll go with it, Maddie.
And we're right back to a 6-point game like we were at halftime.
We need help.
And now Waddle drives, kicks it back outside. Teal is open for 3, and she misses.
Oh.
But Neumann battles for the rebound.
So we've got Annie Heiser guarding Teal now instead of MaKylee. It'll be important for her to stay on her.
And a loose ball ends up in the hands of McGuigan, and she scores.
We saw that in the JV game. She finds the ball and can make a bucket.
And Ashlyn Ailes fouled. She'll go to the line. And that foul goes on Anatoline.
You know, with our defense, you know, we like to help, you know, on a drive, but whoever's guarding Teal needs to just make sure you stay on her. Use the rest of your teammates to help.
And Ashlyn had a couple of threes in that first quarter, and that's her first point since.
Yep.
Molly in for Douglas. And that one's off the back iron. So a 5-point game. And that one, you know, they could have called something. I don't know, double dribble or something, but I think we might have touched the ball. In any event, Newman's got it. Now here goes Molly, kicks outside. Teal open for 3 again. That one too strong. Batted around, and Harms secures it.
That's that situation there where you just need to stay on Teal. Don't help. Yep. She's missed a couple this half that she made in the first half. So
Hallie Heiser misses, and Ashlyn Ailes saves it, but it goes to Neumann. And McGuigan has another one.
They're outrunning this. Somebody's got to get back.
And down in the corner, that's Ashlyn Ailes. Annie for 3 from the corner.
That's tough. She had to reach above her head for that pass. If we get a good pass over to her, she's in rhythm.
Molly. She's got it back. Drives around the screen, and we got a moving screen called on Tolene.
Yep, kind of tripped Ashlyn there.
3 team fouls for the Cavs, and they had a chance to cut it to 1 or tie, but it goes back to Lincoln Christian. Ava Schneider in, and Faith McCullough back in as well.
Got to have 3 points of contact across for it to be over and back, so.
Right, that was McGuigan who was stopped and was looking at the ref trying to get him to give the call, and meanwhile, Annie went around her. And Teal with the tip and the steal. So definitely Neumann showing a higher level of intensity in this quarter. And then Annie Heiser grabs that one.
Kind of a pass to nobody there, and nobody went after it, so.
And Molly picks up the foul.
No basket. Foul on the floor on number 14, Bailey Molly.
So that is 2 on Molly, 4th team foul. Bosak back in the game for Neumann. And that's Bosak who gets a finger on it. And
sloppy play there. 3 seconds on Faith.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we've seen that call all year, but I think they could call it a lot, but it must have been pretty obvious.
As I'm looking at the ball out here, and there was a little contact there, but no whistle on that.
I originally thought they were going to call Ava for a double dribble, which wouldn't have been an accurate call, but.
Now Bosak back outside. Molly. Down low, Bosak misses, and McCullough for the rebound. She had a good look, but can't finish. Schneider bounces, and Crusaders got lucky there. I think Annie Heiser was headed the other way.
Right, yeah. She had already passed the point of no return. You don't want to, she was already past the basket, so she doesn't need to be looking for that pass. So Ava just needs to relax a little bit. And
so Neumann has cut the lead in half in this quarter. It's down to 3 in the last 45 seconds. And MaKylee Ailes steps on the line.
That's one thing with students here. You can't see anything in that corner.
Right.
We kind of got spoiled earlier with seeing the whole court, but we'll take that trade-off, obviously.
Right. And Molly gets it inside. There was a finger on it, another finger on it, but it still belongs to the Cavs. And then a strip by Ava Schneider. And Ava has it stripped away again.
You do a jump stop there.
And, yeah, she should have, again, she had defenders on both sides of her.
Yep.
Easy for me to sit up here and say you should have kind of stopped and brought it back out. But
it was a good steal. Push the ball, and if it's not there, just, bring it back out, get the last shot.
First team foul on Lincoln Christian in the half. And a timeout by Neumann. They want to set up a final look here. They're down by 3.
Yeah, Teal had those 2 threes early on, and ever since then, they have not hit a 3. MaKylee with a 3 this quarter brings our total up to 5 for the game. 4 in the first quarter. So it was 18-12 at halftime. Lincoln Christian was up. So let's see, we've got a 10-7 quarter in favor of Neumann.
So we'll see if the LCS rock band can give a little momentum. That makes it a little harder for Coach Ehlers to talk strategy over there when he's got those guys right behind him.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
So again, the Crusader girls, their last home game tonight. They're on the road at Norris Friday night, then back-to-back with another game Saturday at David City Aquinas. Then next week, Kearney Catholic on the road on February 11th, and that may be it, right? That's the last regular season game for the girls.
I believe that's Thursday, and that's one of those varsity first, JV second, and so is Aquinas this weekend. So I think varsity at 1:30, JV at 3 on Saturday.
And there we got a foul called with 7 seconds to go. That's going to go on MaKylee Ailes. That's her first. I don't have anybody for Lincoln Christian with more than 1 foul, so that's good news going to the 4th.
And we do have fouls to give here, so.
And Schneider steps in front of it, but it's out of bounds. Stay with Neumann.
Only 2 team fouls for Lincoln Christian, 4 for Neumann. It's been a fast quarter.
And now, good defense by the Crusaders, and they're not going to get a shot off, or I guess they did, but they're going to say a foul.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly, she was just throwing the ball up, and they say the foul goes on McCullough.
That's a loose ball. Both girls are going after it. That's a poor call.
So Molly will have 3 free throws and a chance to tie this game.
That's tough out there all by herself.
Right. And she's got one. She's got another one coming. Lincoln Christian's still going to have the lead going to the 4th, but it's a tight game like we thought it might be.
Right. We're going to have to make some baskets to start the 4th quarter because Neumann's outplayed us this half.
Oh, and she goes 1 for 3, so Lincoln Christian with a 2-point lead come back for the 4th quarter. Here we go, fourth quarter. We're going to be in for a great finish here. Lincoln Christian with a 2-point lead.
Yeah, 16-10 after the first quarter, and we've scored 9 points since then. So see if we can start this quarter off, get a couple buckets, get some momentum, get some confidence.
That's Waddle with it, guarded by Ashlyn Ailes. Crusaders had a low-scoring second half over at Lutheran on Saturday, too. Jurgensmeyer blocked by McCullough.
Good job by Faith.
And Jurgensmeyer just 2 points in the game back in the first quarter.
Yeah, that Lutheran game, it was relatively close at halftime, and third quarter was a bit of a nightmare for our girls.
Right.
So fourth quarter, they pretty much just ran the clock out. So.
Oh, and a tip, but Ashlyn Ailes picks it up. And they're going to call another 3 seconds.
Yeah. I'd like to see MaKylee take that shot right there, coming out of the timeout, fresh legs. Passed it off to Emerson, and we didn't get a shot off. So
Lincoln Christian applies some pressure. And they get it inside to Jurgensmeyer, back out to Teal, and they whip around. And Bosak goes all the way and ties the game.
Good drive by Kinsley.
Kinsley Bosak.
Yep, we're all square at 25.
And I would say momentum certainly on the side of the Cavaliers right now.
Yeah, they switched to that zone, and we're just not able to knock a shot down or get back on defense. And
fortunately for Lincoln Christian, Bosak couldn't catch that cleanly.
They gave it to her a little late, so she was open for a while, and by the time the dribbler looked up, that's why you want to have good court vision, be able to dribble the ball without staring at it.
And MaKylee Ailes comes back outside. Great pass from Christ, but he's a little too low. And Christ is fouled. That'll go on Jurgensmeyer.
We don't have anyone on our team that's really shown the ability to drive and finish this year. MaKylee has a little bit, so we need to be smart with that, especially against a zone. Drive and kick.
Oh, and a pass intended for MaKylee Ailes didn't ever get there, and here comes Teal all the way, and got a foul on MaKylee Ailes. That'll be 2 on MaKylee. Fourth team foul, 5 on Neumann, and Coach Ehlers will take a timeout.
So Newman's led by Teal with 10 tonight, and MaKylee with 10. So I think one of those two is going to make a big shot here coming up in the next couple of minutes and help their team pull ahead.
And for Neumann, they got to feel like Jurgensmeyer's going to heat up at some point here and make some shots down the stretch.
Right.
So
she passed one up there a couple possessions ago. She had it. Faith tried to come around the front side, and Jurgensmeyer passed it out, and I think maybe Bozak ended up scoring on it, but Jurgensmeyer hasn't been real aggressive on the offensive side.
So we mentioned that Neumann beat Grand Island Central Catholic last week in the Centennial Conference Tournament. We got a new number 1 in Class C1 on the girls' side. It's the defending state champs, the North Bend Central Tigers. They move up from 2-1, and Hastings St. Cecilia, after winning the Centennial Conference Tournament, now second, followed by Malcolm. They're still undefeated. They're 16-0, and then Broken Bow, Grand Island Central Catholic, West Point Beamer, Lincoln Lutheran is at 7th, followed by O'Neill, Wahoo, and Adams Central. And actually Bishop Neumann now listed as a contender.
Oh, wow.
After their big week last week. And Bosak travels.
Yeah, that was a big week for him. Anytime you knock off the undefeated, number 1 team and then follow it up with sandwich that with another couple wins, it's a good week for him.
So, and I don't think I've ever seen that happen in a Centennial Conference tournament. There was a game between the top 2 seeds played each other, but it was in a consolation game because Bergen was the 2 seed on the girls' side, and they got beat by Kearney Catholic. So they then played GICC in a basket for Ashlyn Ailes, and that is huge.
Yeah, that's a good left from Ashlyn.
And Ashlyn now has 10. And Bosak for three, and that one is straight down.
That was a pure shot from Kinsley. Neumann with a lead, first lead in quite a while.
And Bosak with 5 in this quarter. Matter of fact, all 5 for the Cavs. Oh, and Ashlyn might have been open, but she had to reach to catch it.
Right.
Inside to McCullough, turnaround shot, in and out, and the rebound to Teal.
Yeah, it's really important for our shooters to be able to get that pass in the pocket so they're not stretching or staring at a bounce pass trying to get that shot. So good job by MaKylee there to get in between Waddle and Teal.
So Lincoln Christian coming in 6-9 on the season, trying to get back on the winning track after losing a couple last week in the Centennial Conference Tournament. Crusaders 6-9, but just 2 wins since the turn of the calendar in the new year here. A ball tipped in the air by Ailes, and they will call her for the foul. So we're now even at 5 team fouls apiece.
Yep. Doing a good job denying the ball, getting a lot of deflections. Just keep that up.
Bosak goes around Annie Heiser, and a kicked ball.
Yeah, I think Mac stuck her leg out there. One way to not let Teal get the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Bozak's kind of got hot, so Annie's going to have to do a good job on her.
That's Douglas now comes outside. Pops from the free throw line, gets fouled by Christ.
Yeah, we didn't, Emerson tried to fight over that screen, and with Douglas, we haven't really seen her shoot anything from the outside, or at least make it. You can slide underneath that and get a high hand on that.
And Douglas played the whole JV game, didn't score in the JV game. And I think she's just a freshman, right?
Yes.
Yep, 5'5" freshman. In and out with that. McCullough secures the board.
Couple big misses.
And now Christ goes all the way, draws the foul on Douglas on the other end.
Comes up hobbled a little bit. I'm not sure if she got clotheslined or stepped on an ankle. But.
And that's 4 fouls on Douglas. They say that's not a shooting foul. But both teams will be in the bonus from here on out. And Bosak had the steal but stepped on the line. Got to give the Cavs credit. They were playing some good defense here.
Right.
Going for loose balls. So for Lincoln Christian now, you have Hallie Heiser, Annie Heiser, MaKylee Ailes, Ashlyn Ailes, and Faith McCullough. And you've got Juergensmeyer, Molly, Teal, Bosak, and Waddle on the floor for the Cavs.
Emerson Chris subbed out there, and she's over there looking, looks like the trainer's going to be looking at her ankle. See if we can get that taped up, get her back in.
Annie Heiser to MaKylee Ailes, and she puts Lincoln Christian back on top.
That's three tough layups for MaKylee this game, so good job by Mac.
And MaKylee with 12. Bosak around the screen, kicks out. Waddle tries a 3, misses, and Mac tracks down the rebound. And she's going to take it all the way, misses the shot, tipped back out.
There you go, good job by Faith. Couldn't get the rebound, but kept it alive.
Inside, Annie Heiser back outside. Now MaKylee drives, up and in.
Job by Mac. Her difficulty level tonight is off the charts, so she's stepping up. Senior, last home game. Happy for her.
Yeah, this is the time when, if you're a senior, this is the time to make it happen.
Right.
Just go out and play with abandon, as they say, right? Although that's, again, easy for us to sit up here and say that. I know tight game down the stretch, you get nervous, but just play solid basketball. Now, after the timeout, play good defense. And a couple of baskets in a row, but it's still only a 3-point game.
Right, yep. Yeah, we'll see what the plan is here. You know, we haven't seen Teal take a shot lately. She missed a couple threes earlier this half, maybe even this. Yeah, I think it was in the third quarter maybe. And Bozak hit that three, but see if they try to work something to get Teal an open shot here.
And of course, a lot of people are familiar with the Teal family. Lauren's got 3 older sisters that all played at Neumann, were great volleyball and basketball players, but their real sport is golf, and all 3 of them played golf for the University of Nebraska. I believe I'm right on that. Lindsay Teal is there right now. She graduated last year from Neumann, so she's a freshman at UNL now on the golf team. Lincoln Christian with some token pressure, and it results in a steal.
Right. Yeah, sometimes it's not the most aggressive that gets the steal. It's just kind of getting in the way. That would have been a big 3.
And Ashlyn Ailes can't track it down. Hallie had a good look, missed the shot, 3 minutes even. Right. It's a 31-28 lead.
I like that shot, though. That's straight on. That's, I would say, the easiest three-pointer you can have. So I like the shot. Just a little short.
So Douglas back on the floor with those 4 fouls. Teal, now she drives and has to come back outside. Mack is right on her. Now Bosak drives, stops, pops, and hits. Good shot.
Man, she's shown up this half.
Right, this quarter, all 7 points belong to Kinsley Bosak, and it's 31-30.
Yeah, she's keeping a minute.
Down in the corner, that's MaKylee Ailes, and Annie Heiser there for the rebound. Sometimes you get fortunate the way it comes off the rim. You're in the right place and get the board.
Yeah, she was boxed out. It just went high enough over the defender to go right to her.
And there's a 3 from Ashlyn Ailes.
Good job by Ashlyn. She hasn't had a shot lately, so she had those 2 early threes, and we get that one to pump that lead to a 2-possession game with 2 minutes left.
So MaKylee Ailes has 14, Ashlyn Ailes has 13. So that's 27 of 34 points between the Ailes family.
Right. Brent and Jamie better take him out to eat tonight.
And speaking of that, Ashlyn and MaKylee, they have a younger sister on the junior high team, and so do Hallie and Annie. And we'll get to see the Lincoln Christian Junior High teams play their first home game coming up Thursday night against Malcolm.
Right.
We'll have those on the Crusaders Sports Network. The B game, I think B is first, right? B game at 6, and then the A game.
Yep, I believe so. I think when we host, that's how we usually try to do it. So a lot of these away teams, they go A first. But
right.
Yeah, that'll be fun for the girls.
So out of the timeout, Lincoln Christian with pressure. Bosak to inbounds. She gets it into Teal and back to Bosak. Into the front court, and she's headed toward the basket, but then comes back outside.
Yep, Faith did just enough to get in her way and slow her down.
Now that's Bailey Molly on the floor. Juergensmeyer goes up, misses the shot. She has had a tough night tonight.
She has.
Now a minute and a half, and the Crusaders want to secure that ball. See how long Neumann waits before they go after a steal or a foul.
Next foul will be a 1-and-1.
And then a double dribble call. So they were able to get the turnover without the foul on that possession.
Yep. Ashlyn had a good move, quick crossover to get past, and then just lost the handles. So
it's been a good game, but both teams have had a lot of turnovers, and there's another one. Here comes MaKylee Ailes, and she scores.
Yeah, Paisley didn't want to pick up her 5th foul, but you also don't want to give up, a 6-point lead there. So.
And then quickly on the other end, and Juergensmeyer gets it right back.
They pushed the ball. I always like that when, it's an opposing team, but I like to see those girls push the ball and make the defense pay for not getting back.
Bosak with a foul, and that puts MaKylee Ailes at the line. And, I had the stats at home, and I left them there. I didn't bring them with me. I will tell you that our free throw shooting, though, has improved. Remember, a couple weeks ago, we were only shooting about 30% free throws.
Yep.
We're above 40 now as far as made free throws. And I think MaKylee is one of the better free throw shooters on the team.
I think so. I think her and Ashlyn, actually, are both. There we go.
Now we jinxed him.
That's all right.
Juergensmeyer with the rebound, and quickly up ahead. Here comes Bosak, and she bounces back to Juergensmeyer, and she will have a chance to get the Cavaliers back within one.
That was a beautiful pass. She split two of our girls with a bounce pass across the lane to a cutting Juergensmeyer, and she had enough touch to put it in. That was a really good pass.
Annie Heiser with the foul, and Juergensmeyer misses the free throw. And it's still a 2-point game.
Timeout.
And here comes MaKylee Ailes, and she's going to race into the front court. Crusaders have a couple of times out left, and there's a foul by Bosak, so that'll put MaKylee back at the line.
That was a little stressful down there. I think we had 3 girls in about a 15-foot radius, but MaKylee was able to get the ball and get out of there, get to the opposite side of the court.
And I give Coach Ehlers credit. I would have probably burned a timeout when all that was going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said timeout, so I'm with you.
And in and out. Here come the Cavaliers. They can tie or take the lead.
Yep. Stay on Teal, stay on Bozak. Looks like they're trying to get the ball into Juergensmeyer. She's 25 feet away now.
And they got to hurry down to 11 seconds.
They do have 3 timeouts left. It's going to end up being a 3.
And a timeout before Juergensmeyer takes that shot. She hits it, and it won't count.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that, again, I don't have any stats for Neumann, so I don't know if Juergensmeyer shoots many threes, but
I don't know. She had a high pick and roll, and she didn't roll. She more flared out to catch it for a 3, so I don't know. She looked pretty smooth on that shot. You almost knew as soon as she let that go and the timeout was called that was going to go in. That happens more often than not.
Right. And for Lincoln Christian, they bring Emerson Christ back in for defense. You want to play good defense, you don't want to foul, though.
Yep, so 17 fouls for us, so, if we foul them, they'll be shooting 1 and 1. If it's a 3-point game, that's one thing, but 2-point game, you definitely don't want to foul. So let's see what they set up. They didn't take long in their timeout, so this is a play that they've worked on.
So let's see. You've got Teal, Bosak, Douglas, Molly, and Juergensmeyer on the floor. And for the Crusaders, Ashlyn Ailes, MaKylee Ailes, Annie Heiser, Emerson Christ, and Faith McCullough. And they get it in now. Juergensmeyer back outside to Bosak. She stops, pops, and misses the shot, and Lincoln Christian is going to win the game.
Snuck out of here with a 2-point win.
Crusaders will win their final home game of the regular season. It's 36-34, and give Neumann credit. They battled back, played a great second half, but come up just a little bit short.
Yep.
And great defense on that last play. It was no open looks at all for Neumann.
No, they tried. They were going to get it back to Bozak, who threw the ball in, and we saw that and had a high hand, and Emerson jumped and came back down, still got up, and